Hey y'all, hey, I have had an eventful morning. Very demure, very wonderful, so demure. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Anyway, y'all, I was thinking about, hold on, I'm watching my girl, what's her name? I can't even think her name. Um, preparation. Preparation. Okay, we just did the Olympics, right? I think it takes 4 years. Every 4 years, is it every 4 years there's an Olympic? I think it is, but if not, it takes some time before a person can get to the Olympics. So a lot of times these people, they start their preparation years ahead so that they can what? Enter and qualify for the big Olympics. So I was thinking about preparations to prepare for something. And God knows when we're ready for whatever He wants to bring into our lives. And a lot of times, God knows that we're not ready or we have not prepared for the moment that He wants to bring in our lives. So I was just sitting here thinking, I remember there was a time a couple years ago, this lady gave me a book, and it was actually her sister's book. And her sister's book was part of Oprah's book club. What is the odds of that, me running into someone that had their book with Oprah's book club? And I was thinking about that moment. And I started reading the book, and actually the lady, she was here visiting my town for a couple of months. And I began to, she was sharing with me about her book, and I told her about my book that I had read at the time. And every time she would come in the store, she would ask me, "Did you finish reading the book?" I said, "Well, yeah, I'm still reading. And I actually was procrastinating on reading the book. The woman had given me her card, her information, everything. And I think about that sometimes. I wasn't prepared for that moment. And this lady was even getting ready to go off to, I forgot what she said she was going, but her husband was part of stage casting and things of that nature. And so they was only here for a couple of months, and they were getting ready to go off to that. And I don't know where my mindset was at during that time. It's been a couple of years ago. But I think about that moment that I met that lady. That could have been, if I would have engaged more in conversating with her, getting the book read or being more interested at the time, what kind of door would that have brought me into? And I met this lady at my job. And what would that have opened a door for me? But I don't think my mindset was prepared for that interaction. And and then I think about other times where things have happened in my life or come in my life that I really was not prepared for. But it could have been an open door for me, but my mindset at the time was not prepared. I remember a manager of a large company had a meeting, and I was, invited to the meeting. But my mindset was on something else that had happened. So I really wasn't engaged in that meeting. So this man asked me, what were my thoughts? He wanted to know my thoughts. What was my thoughts on something? And baby, when I was so flippant, I was like, well, my answer was very flippant. It wasn't anything, because at that time I was thinking about something else, and I know what all I was thinking about, but I can't go into detail because, it's too much of other people's business. But I think at that time, when that manager, top person asked me what was my thoughts, how I felt about a situation. If I would have had the right mindset and engaged in that, where else would that have led me? So what the whole thing is, preparation. You have to be prepared for moments that's going to come in your life, for opportunities that's going to come in your life. God is going to send things in our lives as we continue to live, but because we're not prepared for certain things, we will miss opportunities. So I just thank God for, Holy Spirit just ministering to me about that. Stop missing opportunities because sometimes of your own mindset. Stop missing opportunities. God is sending opportunities. God is sending people. But a lot of times because we're so distracted and we don't want to stretch our minds of thinking outside of our little box about certain things, we'll miss opportunities in life. Oh, now this is good to me. I don't know about nobody else. But make sure that you are prepared at all times for things that God is going to send your way. You might think it's a small thing. You might think that interaction was small. You might think that person is small. You might think that this is small. Let me tell you something. When God sends opportunity, don't think of it as small. Be prepared. Because you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's listening. You never know. Be prepared at all times. Be on point at all times. You never know. Even with my videos I'm making, I'm starting to rethink a lot of things about videos, about content, things I'm doing. Just be prepared so you don't miss your opportunity to perform at the Olympics. Prepare. And don't get distracted. Stay focused. Because God is sending things our way all the time. All the time. So I just bless God for that. It blessed me. I hope it blessed y'all. But be prepared always. And don't let little things get you distracted when God sends people in your life or situations in your life. Okay? All right. That just blessed me. Toodles.